I'm talking to Mark McLeish now. Mark, you're organising, or part of the organising team, for the biggest event Cowra will have seen for some time, the Back to Cowra weekend later in the year. How far are you up to having it all set in place?
Well, Gary, the initial program's been set. Now it's just a matter of filling in the gaps now. So we've got an exciting week of events all prepared, or in the motion of being prepared. And,
yep.
Now we're pretty much just relying on the people of the town and expatriates of the town to start organising their own little reunions and reasons to come home.
So you will link all those together, aren't you?
That's pretty much the idea, yeah. The whole idea was not to try and facilitate too much as far as the committee's concerned, because if you can imagine the scope of the project is just too vast to try and make it a formal reunion. So the whole idea was to put a few bits and pieces on over the week, and hopefully people would arrange their own little get-togethers around that. Yeah.
Well, there'd be bunches of people who sort of remember each other or do whatever.
Yep.
So I suppose it's the opportunity for them. Now the whole thing started from one little Facebook page.
One little Facebook page by the hand of Michael Nobes, who started the You Know You From Cowra When page,
Yep.
which just took off gangbusters, really. And now it's over 6,500 members on that page. So we would like to think we could get at least a quarter of those people involved in the week-long celebration in September.
Given the population of the place is about 10 to 12,000, 6,000 members, that's not a bad effort.
It's a pretty good effort, yeah, considering the population of Cowra probably aren't all online yet, so to speak.
Well,
it's an online campaign, and we're pretty impressed with the interest it's received. Yeah.
Now, some of the formal events where you're sort of expecting most people to turn up to, other than the group events, what are some of those?
Well, we'll start by opening the festival at the Cowra Show. It coincides with Cowra Show Week on the 13th of September, and we will run through till the Sunday the 18th of September. But we'll open it up at the show. We're trying to encourage people, as many people as we can, to come home and attend the show, which will run on the Tuesday and Wednesday this year. There's a couple of little bits and pieces around during the week. We'll be having a poetry songwriting competition. Then on the Thursday night, we'll have a civic reception where we'll sort of formally have the formal approach to a dinner up at the Services Club on the Thursday night. And then the Friday night lights is where we'll pretty much open up the town's entertainment sector and have a bit of entertainment in each of the local venues, and hopefully create a bit of a cyclic sort of roam around night out around the Friday.
That's similar to, I know, a folk festival was up in Gulgong not long ago, where you went to one pub or whatever, or one venue, and you enjoyed whatever the music was, and then you wandered off to the next one, but they were all going all the time.
That's right, yeah.
So that's the process?
Yes, and a lot like the old Parks Jazz Festival of years ago used to do the same sort of thing.
Yeah. So you can have a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Something else. Yeah, and something for everybody's tastes. A few nostalgic acts we're negotiating with at the moment. Whether we can make that happen or not is yet to be seen, but we're pretty confident we'll have 2 or 3 of the old school bands and DJs from yesteryear. Yeah.
So I assume we're talking about the Silhouettes and the...
Well, not saying too much yet.
And a few of those.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of work to be done in that area, but we're pretty confident we'll have something pretty cool.
Now, what are some of the venues that are going to be open on that on Friday night?
Well, we would like to think every licensed venue at least, and hopefully if things come off, we'll have a few side swings as well. Just to digress a little bit, on the Thursday night we're hoping to have a late night shopping and a little bit of a carnival in Macquarie Street, some busking up the street, and a lot of the younger musicians in the town showing their wares, and so that's all going smoothly. We're hoping to have a few people around in that early week, but it's Saturday where we really want things to kick off.
So it's Friday night is the...
Friday night's the entertainment. That's for the adults to have their little bit of a play.
A bit late.
But then Saturday is a really exciting time. We have commitment from each of the schools in town to open their doors on the Saturday morning, along with a lot of businesses and community groups throughout the town. So it's open Cowra is basically what we're trying to achieve on the Saturday morning.
No doubt they'll have their punishment books open, and Mark McLeish's name will figure prominently.
I was a good boy, but there might be a few having no so we're excited to have that happen. I think most people would be really excited about going through their old school and having a bit of a look around. and obviously community groups involved. For example, the town band will be setting up all their old instruments and old photos and things in the band hall on Saturday morning.
Just as a static display type thing?
Everyone's welcome to come through and have a look. So it's an open town, basically. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting, particularly Cowra Public School, which was the high school.
That's right, yes.
And I know I remember teaching down there and teaching PE in the old manual arts room, which was interesting because the lathe bolt holes were still in the floor at the time. So a lot of those guys who'd gone to high school prior to, I think it was 66 or something, they'll be able to relive the split site that's down there. Should be interesting.
Absolutely.
And any sport involved?
Well, there's a little bit of banter around at the moment between a couple of the footy clubs and things like that. There might be a few golden oldies games take place. We'll have a carnival down at River Park on Saturday afternoon, starting at 12:30, and that'll be much like our usual festival carnivals, with a little bit extra, and a few providors of expats that are doing well with that sort of thing outside of town, bringing a few of their wares home, and we're currently talking to the farmers markets about perhaps having the farmers markets at that carnival on the day. We're hoping that works out. But so lots of activities down there, as you would expect from one of those carnivals. If we can get a few golden oldies, maybe cricket and footy games going.
Nothing too violent.
Nothing too violent.
It might be.
Not in my going to play anyway.
Might be time to square up a few.
Yeah. And look, and then Saturday night's pretty much a free-for-all for these reunions, which we've already had 3 or 4 school classes declare that they're having their reunions on the day. I know our A-grade premiership winning side of '92 will be having our little reunion on the night, so Saturday's a do your own thing, and hopefully
with your own bunch.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, if people want to get involved that aren't already, and there can't be too many of those, how do they make contact with this group?
Look, you can make contact with us on the You Know You're From Cowra When page, or there's a Back to Cowra reunion Facebook page at the moment, or there's Back to, as in back numerical to Cowra at bigpond.com is the way you can contact me personally, or contact me personally on 0427 414 806.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing that with us, and let's hope it's an absolute ripper of a weekend.
My pleasure. It's just very important, Gary, to reiterate to people that what the committee has done so far is there, and it's there to stay, but we really want people to bring their families, friends and old mates home.